Hey everybody, this is Dina, your dating diva, and I'm coming to you for the second time. This will be my second video. My first video was basically just introducing myself to you and letting you know what this video blog was going to be about. As discussed, it's going to be about dating, relationships, the do's and don'ts, definitions, and a bunch of other topics that I can't wait to get into. I've been doing a lot of research over the past couple weeks, and I'm looking forward to bringing it all to you. I have a few people that have agreed to participate, and I'm going to be getting with them over the next couple weeks and asking them some questions and sharing their information with you. And if you'd like to participate, all you have to do is email me at datingdiva7@yahoo.com, and I'll contact you and ask you those same questions. You can also send your stories, your questions, your stories, your advice, anything you want to that email address, and I'll respond to you. So again, I'm looking forward to discussing all these topics with you. Today, we're going to discuss the meaning of dating, the definition of dating, and then we're going to talk about a few different types of dating. Like I said, I've been doing a lot of research, and I pulled a couple of articles offline. I went to ehow.com. Well, I Googled, the definitions of dating, and ehow always seems to come up with something. They always have something online. But ehow says dating is the process people go through when they want to meet and or get involved with a potential romantic or sexual partner. That makes basic sense. Of course, that's what everybody wants, is to meet somebody, right? And dating is how people get to know each other and determine if someone is a suitable partner for them. Okay, then they talk about, a few different types of dating. And the first one is online dating, which I happen to be trying right now. The problem is I'm going to the free websites. And I have a friend who said, Dina, if you're serious about it, pay the membership, pay the money, girl. You're getting what you pay for when you go to the free websites. And she's exactly right. So I have met a few nice people on there, but there's just no chemistry. But I do consider these people, friends or acquaintances now. So it hasn't been a total loss. So because I have met, a couple nice guys, but just not somebody that is going to be my future husband or anything like that. So online dating is where people meet and go and get to know each other over the internet instead of in person. Once a connection is made, people will often arrange an in-person meeting. Now, the website that I've been, on, it's basically just a booty call. It's a big old booty call, and that's exactly what my friend said. You're getting what you pay for. You're not paying anything, so you're not going to get anything. So she's exactly right on that. So I guess if I'm going to get serious about it, I need to pay the membership for one of those dating websites. And I actually have married couples. I have married friends who've met online and are very, very happy today, years later, very happy. So people who think it doesn't work, it can work. You just have to have an open mind, I guess, and pay for the membership. Then there's speed dating, which I have never tried, never, ever, ever tried. So if any of you have tried speed dating, please contact me and let me know what you thought about it. It just seems impossible to get to know somebody well enough, that you might want to go on a date with this person in, 3 to 5 minutes. But some people believe you can find out anything you need to know about a person in 3 to 5 minutes. But I don't think it's possible. And I think that would intimidate me just a little bit and scare me just a little bit. But she said speed dating is generally set up by an organization or dating service. Speed dating allows people to meet a lot of dating candidates in one sitting to see if one or more of them are suitable matches. So again, that's too many things going on at once. I don't think I could do that. That's too many equations. I can't do it. Then there's blind dating, which I've never been a fan of either. If my friends set me up with somebody, it's generally because they feel sorry for me, I'm sure. But I haven't been on a blind date since I was in I got married at 23. So since before then, I haven't been on a blind date. But that's not something I really want either. Blind dating is where two people who do not know each other are set up by someone else to go on a date. usually family or friends. Um, yeah, I'm not sure. And I know that there are probably people out there who've met on a blind date who are very happy today. So, again, if that is you, please contact me with your story. I would love to hear it. I also want to hear your crazy blind date stories. So, if you've been on a blind date and it turned out totally awful, it was epic failure, I would love to hear that story too. So, please contact me at datingdiva7@yahoo.com. Datingdiva7@yahoo.com. Then she has a couple in here to talk about a couple others. Double dating, which seems to be really popular with the younger generation these days. They all seem to go out in a group, which takes some of the pressure off, which I think is a really good idea. You don't have that you don't have to deal with that one-on-one time. It's a more casual atmosphere, and it's just not you and that person talking. You don't feel that pressure to keep a conversation going and keeping things interesting because there's other people around, to keep it going. And then I'm sorry, this is not she, this is ehow.com. Casual dating. Casual dating is when a person dates many people. Casual dating is done by people who are not interested in settling down with one person. And I have met a few people, actually the two people that I met on that dating website, who say they never want to be married. They just want a casual date for the rest of their life. They're not looking to be married. They're not looking to be in a committed or monogamous relationship. They're happy with the way their life is now. And that's just the way they are. I think we're here to meet somebody to spend the rest of our lives with. I think that's our purpose, here. So one of our purposes here. So for someone to say they're not interested in that, kind of makes me think, what's really going on? What's going on back here in their head? What's keeping them from really wanting what we're meant to do? And then, of course, there's serious dating. Serious dating is when two people date only each other and they consider themselves a couple. Serious dating involves a commitment and monogamy. Monogamy, commitment, imagine. Hasn't been top priority for some of the people I've dated lately. So, and there are open relationships out there that manage to last too. I do know people who are in open relationships and are very happy. So I guess it really depends on the person and what you're looking for and what you want in a relationship. If open relationship is for you, go for it. I don't share very well. Not good for me. And that's from somebody who grew up with, a house full of brothers and sisters. So when it comes to my men, no, I do not share. You can have them if it's that important to you. And then I also found another article on a website, on a relationship website. I can't even remember the name of it at this point. But it was posted by somebody named Katie Spears. And she has her definition of dating. I don't agree with some of her terminology. Some of it's kind of old-fashioned, and I don't agree with some of her definitions. But I would like to get your input on what you think about what Miss Katie has to say. Dating can define an intimate relationship of two individuals. And that makes sense. The relationship could be sexual or casual. Let's see. Dating refers to mutually agreed upon social activity in public or in a public or meeting and engaging as a couple. That sounds very confusing and very formal, but I guess the mutual agreed upon social activity is a topic also. I don't think the status of relationships is discussed, in relationships these days. Or if it's discussed, it's not true. It's not sincere. It's not real. My past few instances where I've dated these guys and, they said they were interested in long-term relationships. That's what they were looking for, somebody to be with them for the rest of their life. They're looking for wifey. One guy even said he's looking for his Claire Huxtable, whatever that means. But, in that case, it was discussed. We both wanted the same thing. We both wanted a long-term relationship. But in the end, that's not really what he wanted, because he ended up seeing other people. He was dating other people while he was dating me, making me think that we were exclusive. So I think this topic really has to be discussed in all sincerity. And be adult about it, be mature about it. If you're looking for a long term relationship, that's great, fine, say it. If you're not, I mean, what's the harm in telling the truth? We're all grown people here. Speak up, speak your mind, be a man, be a woman, put the big panties on. It's time to, grow up and be an adult. And let's see, what she says down here is, what does dating mean to you? So she gives a couple different types of dating, and this is where the terminology gets kind of old fashioned to me. She has, 5 or 6 different definitions of dating. She has going out together, being someone to pass time, seeing each other, hubby or wife in standing, just close friends, friends, friends with benefits, and then hooking up. Now, going out together is kind of old fashioned. I remember saying that back in high school. I don't know if people still use that terminology. That would be interesting to know. Being with someone to pass time, seeing each other, or just close friends, friends with benefits, to me, that's all the same relationship. If you're friends with benefits, you're hanging with each other to pass the time, and then you just have benefits. To me, that's all the same thing. And maybe I'm wrong in that, so please let me know. And then hooking up. I think people still use hooking up. And then we have the different types of dating. We have dating for fun, which to me would be the friends with benefits, no strings attached, mutual enjoyment, and it's not serious. There's no expectation. You don't have to speak to each other every day. You don't have to call each other every 2 hours, just to see what they're doing. There's no expectation. It's just fun. It's just fun. It's just casual. So to me, that would be like a friends with benefits type of situation. And then she has dating to see, which is intentional type of dating. Main purpose is to start a new serious relationship after knowing each other well, sharing their goals and their views on life, and maybe their spiritual beliefs and family background. She says here that speed dating, online dating, and blind dating are a part of this. I'm not so sure about that, because in my experience, that hasn't been the case. Yeah, maybe these people are dating to see, they're looking for their Claire Huxtable, as that one person said. But their sincerity and their honesty is not there. And to me, sincerity is very, very key. It's very important. If you're not sincere, then you're lost. Say what's on your mind. Say what you're feeling. You're a grown ass person. There's no need to hide. Why lie when you don't have to? Then there's courtship dating, where, of course, courtship is the old-fashioned name for this type of dating. And this is where the main purpose is to decide whether they should get married or not. This is committed relationship, exclusive with another person. And of course, in these type of relationships, people are introduced, you introduce them to your family, your friends, and maybe even try living together, which is the norm these days, before marriage, which I actually think is okay. I think you should see if you're compatible with somebody before you commit to a lifetime with them. So why not live together and see if you can live together before you say I do? And then this one is interesting, and this is maybe a question for my married friends. And I actually think this is very important. Dating after marriage. What's funny to me is she had to put with your spouse only, with your significant other only. Continue dating even after marriage with his or her life partner only. Dating after marriage with somebody else. I think that's a problem. I think that's called adultery. But it's very important that you continue to date after marriage, because it will help the relationship grow, and it gives you and your partner some exclusive time together. to better communicate and keep that romance and fire burning. So yeah, I'd like my married friends' opinion on that. And do you still date? After marriage? I hope you do. I have a few friends that I know that they have date nights and stuff like that. It's very important that they have date nights at least once a month. And I think that's important too. And that's probably why they seem so happy. But that is my video for today. Again, I'd like to get your feedback, your questions, your advice, your stories, anything that you want to submit, any comments you want to make, please submit. And that email address again is datingdiva7@yahoo.com. Datingdiva7@yahoo.com. And I'll see you next time. Bye.